So I turn to the experts, former students and classmates, my jester sisters, to share some words of wisdom with you, just trying to keep things fresh. They'll speak in rank order from the most veteran, you thought I was going to say oldest Terry, from the most veteran to the youngest. So now if you look at the screen, we have our grads who are going to share their wisdom and advice with the class of 2019.
I've been asked to give you some words of advice. So hello, fellow alums in class of 2019, congratulations. I've been asked to give you some words of advice so as you step out into the big world, but you know more about it right now than I do probably because you're younger and you have your fingers on the pulse of what's happening and you know what's going on in the world. I'll tell you, it's pretty tough. Life can get messy, but your parents have put a lot of values and great ethics into you and have put you in a place that has galvanized those wonderful ideals. And all you have to do is to rely on those ethics and values that have been given you as gifts. The most important thing that I think I realized I had within me that the good folks at St. Joseph High School made me realize I had was courage and the ability to focus. Because like I said, there's going to be some barriers in front of your goals. Persevere and bring that focus, that courage to use as you go forward into the world. You've got it in you. You have the love and support of years of and now generations of fellow alums behind you. We love you. Congratulations, and onward. Bye.
Dr. Mendoza and esteemed faculty of St. Joseph's, thank you very much for allowing me to say a few words. Family and loved ones, congratulations on this very special day. Class of 2019, what is up? Here is your special day today. So I have a little bit of advice from an alumni of class of 90. Number one, see today as a graduation into something, not necessarily from something. You are graduating into the continuation of the journey and the path that is meant for you. Number two, remain multi-dimensional, not just one-dimensional. Eyes on the prize with your focus and goals, but don't lose those other little things about you, creativity and love for stuff. They don't even have to intermingle or consolidate. They can all be separate pieces that you enjoy. And number three, be open, and open to other opportunities, things that you may not think is suited for you. Just be open and give it a try. Congratulations.
I mean, there's so many things that I can say about words of wisdom, and really I've been praying about it, and the only two things that really kept coming to me kind of consistently were, one, the idea that you really need to know yourself. Be passionately curious about you and about what sets your soul on fire. Who are you? Who do you want to be? What kind of a person do you want to be? What are your strengths? What are the gifts that only you have? What are the things that scare you? Why do they scare you? All of those questions, I think, are really important to answer. And I think that the one thing, I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but the one thing that I've kind of always done is really try to answer that for myself and really think about the person that I wanted to be more than anything else. And, how am I going to get there? What values am I living out every day? What are my values? Do I believe in this? I've been told this my whole life. I don't know. Maybe I don't. And just really intentionally thinking about that, but then also being disciplined enough to live that out, right? So you have to ask the hard questions, but then you also need to put in the work and put in the work and just be the person that you want to be, right? With your actions every single day. And that's really hard. And there's this great quote that I love that is something like, a comfort zone is a beautiful place to stay, but nothing good grows there. And I love that quote because it's exactly also Jillian Michaels, you know, the workout lady. Maybe you guys are too young. I don't know. But she says the same thing. She says, we got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I really think that the journey of knowing yourself is just like that, right? I think it's really critical for us to be self-reflective, introspective, in order for us to know what makes us happy.
Hey ladies, my name is Dominique and I'm a fellow Donald of the class of 2015. I just want to say congratulations on achieving such a great milestone in your journey. You guys are about to walk out of this door and achieve such great things in life. I just want to give you a little boost of encouragement to keep going. So that was me 4 years ago, sitting exactly where you guys are today. And back then, I had a totally different state of mind than I do now. I felt like my goals were so impossible of achieving, and I felt like I just would never be able to exist as how I desired. And I realized I have the power to change in every moment. I have the power to reach my goals in every moment, and you do too. You are so capable of doing anything you desire as long as you set your mind to it and ultimately don't give up. Because if we choose not to give up, our only other option is success. And I want to instill this in you guys, just how Dr. Mendoza did for me. We are capable of reaching our goals. We are capable of striving towards something great. And we are capable of existing how we desire. It all boils down to you and how you choose to act in every moment. If you choose not to give up, I promise you the only other option is success. So go out and reach those goals because they exist for you, and I know that you're about to achieve them in the best way possible. Congratulations again, and I just want to give you guys the most positive energy that I can as you walk out this door because you are so capable of achieving anything you desire.
Hi, class of 2019. I'm Katrin McReynolds, proud Mickey of 2016 and currently a politics major at Princeton University. And I remember you all as the freshman class to my senior year. And here it is, your graduation day. My little bit of advice, always remember that God has a plan for you that you can trust. And there will be amazing times ahead, a lot of unknowns also, and definitely a lot of challenges. But through it all, act in the knowledge of who you are. You are intelligent, capable, strong women whose beauty of your souls surpasses that of even your outward beauty. But most of all, remember that you are loved by God and by everyone around you today. Never be afraid to turn to them for support when you need it. And always look inside yourself and you'll find a lot of strength. Also, always feel as confident as you feel today because you deserve to completely. Congratulations!
It truly is uncanny. None of these women talk to each other, and yet their message to you had common themes. Be open to all possibilities. Discover who you really are as a person and embrace it. Persevere. Have courage and focus. Embrace your values and rely on your higher power, God. The God whom you learned at your Kairos retreat loves you unconditionally. I will only add just two more little things. Just two. First, a brilliant CSJ, Sister Cecilia Louise Moore, whom I had the privilege, darn El Torito, the privilege to know and work for, said, "It's not how intelligent you are, but how are you intelligent?" We're surrounded by intelligent people, but what good is intelligence if you don't use it for the benefit of others, for society, for the dear neighbor? The grads you heard from today are like many other jesters. They're like the class of 1969. They are using their gifts and abilities to better the lives of the people around them. Intelligence just isn't mental, it's emotional too. Please don't become narcissistic. Use both your intellectual and emotional maturity to reach out to others and improve their circumstances without expecting a pat on the back. Every Lent, the gospel asks us to do something for others. In Matthew 6, we're reminded, when we give alms, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your almsgiving may be secret. and your Father who sees in secret will repay you. So do for the dear neighbor every chance you get. Second, out there in the big, crazy world we all live in, there will be people who will try to detour your life's dreams. Believe it or not, when I was in high school, one of my teachers pretty much told me I wouldn't amount to anything. I did well in college, not to spite her, but to improve myself. And I learned a lesson about myself, and that was to never give up.